Hello and welcome back. This is my series on how to have a stress-free wedding planning season, and this video is talking about the wedding vision. So how do you decide on what your wedding vision would be? First thing I would say is to sit down with your partner and start to dream. This is the really exciting part where you think, what do I really want? Do I want all my family and friends to be gathered? So it's kind of like a reunion. Do I want only the close ones to be there so it's small and intimate? Do I want it to be a giant ceremony, the talk of the town, which would translate into more money most likely? Do I want it to be a reflection of my calm and I guess earth-loving personality? So I want it to be in the outdoors and in the summer or something. Like this just helps you decide what the vibe of your wedding would be. And why is it important to have a vision for your wedding? I think it's really important because weddings tend to be limitless. Exactly, that's such a good word. You can have anything and anything you want, and that can get you really confused because if there are too many options, it can be stressful. Think about it when you go to the grocery store and there's like 30 different brands of the same kind of bread or of bread. I have to think, do I want whole wheats? Do I want white bread? Do I want the flat bread? Do I want bagels? Or maybe not 30 kinds, but even for that, you already have a preference going into the store. Some people can't stand wheat bread, so they already know that's out of it. So having an idea of what you want, a vision of what you want, helps you to, again, sort out options. Not everything will become will be an option for you because you don't want, if you know already what your vision is, not everything would fall into that vision. So that helps you to weed out certain options. And that's important for weddings because there's so many options out there and everything sounds dreamy and great because they're packaged so well. So having a vision is important and is the first place to start. Sit with your partner and decide what you want in a wedding. And that will guide you into the next few things. Once you've sat down with your partner to say, okay, in the dream world, in the perfect world, this is what we want. Now you have to come to reality. What is feasible? That also means what is possible. So given your current situation, money, how much money do you have available? How much time? How much energy? How much help do you have to plan your wedding? So it's great to dream, but it's also really important to come back to earth and to see, okay, how can I bring my dream to earth? How can I make my dream come to pass without losing my mind? Because that's the key of this whole series. We're not losing our minds over weddings. I'll have a video about setting your budget, but once you have a range of how much money you have to spend, you will know this based on your savings and how much of your savings you want to put in your wedding, how much help you would have in terms of monetary help, but also people doing things for you. So sweat money, not sweat money, but people's time and energy, and timelines, and maybe you're busy with school work. Are you going to be able to put in all that time? Do you have the money to hire a wedding planner? Do you even want to hire a wedding planner? Think about it. If you don't want something stressful, it's better to keep it simple and small. And honestly, it's easier. It just helps you breathe easier when you don't have to plan the giant thing. So yeah, think of what you would like ideally, then think about what is feasible based on the resources that you have available. And once you've done that, in order to keep your vision central, I would say it's good to pick your top 3 items. Again, in the wedding world, they can make everything seem important. Your veil, your makeup, your hair, everything tries to be important. But then pick your top 3 things. Your top 3 things could be, I want it to be absolutely stress-free. I want to have no debt at all. And I want to have only my closest family and friends there. And then that helps you prioritize. You know, if you're having your closest family and friends there, maybe you want to treat them nicely and serve them good food. Maybe food doesn't really matter to you. Maybe you just want them to witness the ceremony and everybody goes, you know. Maybe if you have those things as your top 3 priority, maybe the hall isn't important as important. Maybe your dress, you don't really care for it to be a giant ball gown. Maybe you just want something simple and re-wearable. So maybe cakes aren't even important because who really eats wedding cakes, or who needs 7 tiers of cake if it's a small party? So having priorities again helps you decide how much energy is this thing worth and how much time do I want to spend on it, how much money do I want to spend on it. So to recap, your wedding vision is important because it helps you not go crazy. It helps you stay grounded. It gives you a focus on what is important in wedding planning. It helps you decide what options are for you, which ones are not for you. And when you go and have a dream about what you want, then you have to come back to earth and figure out what is feasible and merge those together. And where they meet is where is your happy place will be. And then once you've done that, pick your priorities, because everything can try to be important. And in the world of Instagram and Pinterest, there's so many nice to haves. But once you have your priorities, then you can stay focused. So watch out for the next video. It's going to be about money, and there'll be other things in this series on how to have a stress-free wedding planning season. I've said I'm going to talk about emotions as well, and dealing with uncertainties, and when things happen that are not according to the plan you had. There's much more to come. Please stay tuned. My name is Fopsy, and subscribe if you haven't already done so. This is going to be fun.